Hi, welcome to my latest Yankee Candle video, and I'm really excited to be able to bring you the 2020 first collection from Yankee Candle. This is Garden Hideaway. Brand new scents being released in January to take us through the spring and summer, and first of a two-part collection with more to come later in the year. Unusually from Yankee Candle, we've got 5 brand new scents, core scents to the range this year, and we will delve into them and have a look at the notes and what they're all about, and I'll give you my first... it's not quite my first impression. I got to smell these a couple of months ago at a trade launch event, but that's very quickly in a busy room, and I was quite impressed with these. But to actually get these scents now, you know, at home where you're going to burn them and love them if you like, then it's really a different experience. So we will go into these in a bit more detail. Let's have a look. So we've got Yankee Candle's first one. I'm going to start with Afternoon Escape. Afternoon Escape, with a lovely label there of a swing and it's a dappled sunlight feel with grassy trees behind you there, with the new Yankee Candle logo and these new styled labels that launched in the autumn of last year. Afternoon Escape, let's have a sniff. I love this. When I had the first sniff of all of these, this can kind of get a bit lost. It's probably a little bit like Golden Chestnut from the autumn range. It might get a little bit lost amongst some of the bolder ones when you first smell them, but it comes into its own. But I picked this one out because it's fresh, it's grassy, it's slightly citrusy, and there's a hint. I think the best bits of Yankee Candle scent of the year last year one together are in this, but it's not sweet like that at all. It's grassy. It's beautiful. You can imagine this on a warm, sunny afternoon, and you're sitting outside with a glass of iced lemon tea or something like that. Oh, it's just lovely. That citrusy bit in there really makes it special for me. So let's have a look. I'll let you have a look at that label while I look at this. It's a woodland escape into an enchanted garden. Sunned warm cypress, jasmine, lemon and cedar. So that's the lemon, that little fruity hint, but lots of green and floral. It's like sitting under the trees, and you've got that all of the, you know, the floral notes coming from, you know, blossoming and blooming flowers and trees just into you. Absolutely beautiful. I really like that one. So have I started off with my favourite? I don't know, but I can imagine it's going to be quite a subtle seeping fragrance, this one, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's going to be one of those where you walk into a room, you're going to feel like you're walking into a lovely garden or a greenhouse or something like that. You've just got that beautiful smell. So that's Afternoon Escape. I haven't gone through the notes. It has top notes of lemon and cypress, and that's really, you know, what you'd expect to smell first. It's that blend of green with that hint of fruit. Geranium, jasmine and lily in the middle. So that's that floral garden there right in the middle. And we have cedarwood, amber and woody at the bottom. So that's what really brings the trees to the fore there. So it really is wonderful. I really, really, really like that one. I think you've probably picked that up by now. So Afternoon Escape. So we'll go from Afternoon Escape into a sunny daydream. So this is lying in a hammock on a sunny day, perhaps sipping a cocktail, alcoholic or not, I don't know, or a soft drink in the afternoon. And it has that picture of a hammock there with a basket of fruit on it and some flowers, rather than yourself on the hammock. And it has a delicate kind of mauvey, light pale, lilac-y sort of wax colour there. So let's have a smell of Sunny Daydream. Now this one, this reminds me of something great from the old days of Yankee. I'm not quite sure what it is off the top of my head. It's a much more perfumed, rich scent, this one. So this is perfumed flowers. Let's have a look at the description of this one. It's drift away among the flowers with the warm, sweet, exotic ylang-ylang, bergamot and jasmine. So you're much more perfumed and the exotic flowers. It's richer, it's vibrant. It's a beautiful spring and summer bouquet. Bergamot, citrus, blossoms are the top notes in this one. Divine. Gardenia, ylang-ylang and jasmine in the middle. Gardenia and jasmine. I mean, 2 great Yankee Candles of all time, Midnight Jasmine and White Gardenia, and Sheer Gardenia. You know, to have those notes in the middle, you can imagine the richness of this fragrance before you even try it, really, if you know those fragrances already. amber, sandalwood and patchouli. So again, that bottom layer of warmth, that gives you the sunshine feel, I guess, on this sunny Daydream. So it's flowers in the sunshine, that warmth of the amber and sandalwood underpins this beautiful perfumed rich scent. So quite contrasting to Afternoon Escape, quite different. The sun's definitely out in this one. You may be sitting in the shade with this one. So that's a fresher day. This is a full-on sunny day, you know, really with the sun warming and the flowers bursting through to life. So anyway, you're baking with a lovely warm day and you fancy something to cool you off. This is the one. This is the one. Homemade herb lemonade. So it's a simple label there of iced lemonade and a jug of lemonade on a table. Again, with that kind of dappled effect on the label and a yellow kind of lemony, pure lemony sort of wax colour there, similar to, you know, not too many Yankee Candles have yellow wax colour. Again, it's traditionally been things like Sicilian lemon and sparkling lemon, one or two other spring florals, but you don't get too many yellow wax colours, and it's a beautiful, pretty colour, so I know people will like that, hopefully. So homemade herb lemonade. Let me have a taste of this. Oh my goodness, you are going to love this. Everybody, this is going to be the fan favourite. I don't have much of a reputation and I don't care. I will stake whatever little tiddlywink of reputation I've got that this will be the fan favourite this summer across the globe, because these are being released in the States as well as in the UK. We'll get this synergy of scents now. Homemade herb lemonade. Your own freshly squeezed lemonade made with a hint of ginger and garnished with herbs picked right from your garden. It's the fizziness of that lemonade, but you've got that slight tartness of ginger and those clever herbs in there. But it is mainly that full-on lemonade, but it's not a sweet, sickly lemonade. It's a slightly tart lemonade, and it's absolutely divine. We have fresh lemon, crushed ginger, and mint in the top. So I guess that mint just gives it that kind of, I don't know, cooling, iced feel to it. So it's not just like warm lemonade that's sat out in the sun. The mint just gives it that hint of, you know, an ice cube in it. Then we have clary, sage and thyme in the mid notes, bay leaf, sugar cane and vanilla at the base. So very sweet there. So it's absolutely lovely. Really beautiful. That fizziness, the fizziness is captured, and as I say, that slight tartness and herbs. What's not to love? You're going to love it. Homemade herb lemonade. That's really something nice. So a complete contrast to homemade herb lemonade and a beautiful white flower of chameleon blossom. So those who know Yankee white florals may have an idea of this before we start. This one, with its white wax colour, and as I say, that beautiful white camellia flower on the label there, is... It's a beautiful new white floral. For those that miss white gardenia, this is a good replacement. If you haven't experienced that before, it's a crisp, beautiful bouquet of white flowers, freshly cut in your room. You know, when you buy some fresh flowers or whatever and you put them in your room and the scent comes through. That's what this reminds me of. It's lovely. Oh, this is right up my alley. I'm really like my florals, and this is a pure, beautiful white floral. It's soft and peaceful, your favourite spot in the garden, enveloped in the luminous fragrance of camellia. I don't know if camellias have a fragrance, but you can imagine it's just this beautiful, it's tranquil, it's fresh, it's slightly sharp. It's delicate but strong, if that makes sense. It's powerful, but it's not a harsh scent. It's a beautiful kind of soft scent, but it's going to have some power to it, I think, as well. We have sea salt and apple blossom in the top there, so that's divine. That real outdoorsy, slightly moist freshness comes from the sea salt. Camellia, jasmine and orange flower in the middle. So there's your full floral hit coming through. And again, the warmth of patchouli and the softness of musk in the base mixed with white cedar, just to round off that outdoorsy feel to it. It's exquisite. Pretty. The prettiest fragrance of all of these is camellia blossom. So if you like pretty, clean, contemporary fragrances, camellia blossom may be the one for you. So the last one of the 5, I'm so excited to be reviewing 5 candles, is Rosebery Sorbet. Yankee aficionados may remember a Rosebery Sorbet that came out in limited numbers a few years ago. This is Rosebery Sorbet with its beautiful, beautiful pink wax colour. which is again quite unusual to get one that kind of dark pink, and Roseberries in a bowl, glass bowl, again a quite simplistic label for this collection. So let's have a go at this one. This is unusual. This reminds me very, very, very slightly. It's kind of a bit of a ice creamy version of cherry lemonade for those that know that, but it's berries. It's not quite ice cream. It's sugary, but it has that kind of sorbet feel to it. You know, that kind of dessert out of the fridge feel to it. So we have pure refreshment on a sunny day, tangy berry sorbet topped with a sprinkling of candied rose petals. So there is definitely a slight floral hint to it, but this is the sweet one. This is the one for foodie lovers. This is the dessert in the garden fragrance for people that like that kind of thing. Let's have a look at the notes. Brazilian grape and orange zest at the top. So yes, you do. There's that citrus burst there. I can pick that up. But grape, of course, gives you a softer, kind of warmer feel to it. Rose petals and hibiscus in the middle. So again, it's going for full-on floral in the middle. But rose petals, again, can have a touch of sweetness about them. So that just re-emphasises that. And at the bottom, it has marine and vanilla. So it's the vanilla that gives it that creaminess, that kind of ice cream feel, dessert out of the fridge feel. It's very nice. It's different. It's a fruity, foodie one. It's not full-on fruit. It's more leaning towards food, going back to the old style kind of Yankee Candle descriptions. So there we go. This is Garden Hideaway Part 1. I'm going to have another sniff because I really like these. So let's give a recap. Oh, the Divine. It's a toss-up between this one and this one. Homemade Herb Lemon. I can't decide which one's my favourite. I love Afternoon Escape. It's soft. Don't expect it to knock the walls down. But it's stunning. It's such a stunning, complex, beautiful fragrance, that one. Sunny Daydream is the warmer, perfume, richer, floral one. Very, very rich. Quite heady, I can imagine this one's going to be. Again, you can't tell how they're going to burn, but it smells very rich and very heady floral, that one. Homemade Herb Lemonade, the absolute fan favourite. It's divine. You're going to love this. Fans of Sparkling Lemon will be jumping for joy because it's a bit like that with some herbs and ginger in it. Lovely. Camelia Blossom. Oh, beautiful, clean, pure white floral. Love that one as well. I think that's my number 3. Not saying I don't like the others, but that's my number 3. And Rosebery Sorbet. This is the one for the foodies, but again, it complements this collection as well. They do all sit very nicely together. It's a very clever collection from Yankee Candle, and I think you're going to like it. So these are available in all the usual formats, apart from, I have to say, the only slightly controversial bit to this, these are not coming out in melts. Yankee Candle aren't releasing new fragrances in melts. I believe there may be a new product coming later in the year, but for the time being, I think a couple of these are in melt cups, but they're in all the jar sizes, votives and tea lights. So I hope you enjoy them. I really like this collection. Step into 2020, and it's Garden Hideaway. Thanks for watching. Back soon.